Welcome to the Mundus Fractura Lore Guide. This week on Lore Guide, we will take a look at a secret warrior sect of the T.T.R.P.G peoples known as the Eternal Herd Guard. Long ago, in the Third Era of Atok, during the zenith of First Nan Gertrude's reign, far to the northeast of the jagged Rake Mountains and beyond the Midland lay Torterra, a windswept expanse of plains and hills where the T.T.R.P.G roamed free. These towering beings were revered across the face of Mundus for their strength, discipline, and unyielding loyalty to their herds. Their culture revolved around a deeply ingrained code of honor, guided by a spiritual reverence for guardianship. But in the age of the Archlich Gertrude, destiny would wrench their path in an unforeseen direction. Gertrude, in her relentless pursuit of dominion, sought to create an elite force to enforce her rule and protect her empire. Her shamanic advisors, masters of the weave and seers of distant lands, turned their gaze to Torterra. They saw potential in the T.T.R.P.G, a people unyielding as their windswept plains, their massive forms brimming with strength and latent power. Under Gertrude's orders, emissaries descended upon Torterra, offering gilded promises of glory while veiling the chains of servitude. The T.T.R.P.G herds were divided. While some elders saw the emissaries as heralds of unity and purpose, others recognized the shadow of conquest. Ultimately, it was not persuasion, but power that decided their fate. Shamanic magic subdued dissent, and the mightiest among the T.T.R.P.G were taken to the Reich Mountains, where a fortress called the Forge of the Guard became their crucible. Within this citadel, the Herd Guard was born through relentless trials. The T.T.R.P.G chosen were subjected to grueling training, brutal combat, and arcane rituals that fused their natural strength with the combat magics of the magic weave. Their bodies bore runic brands, their minds tempered into unwavering instruments of obedience. Selective breeding ensured that their lineage carried both physical prowess and a latent attunement to the weave. The Herd Guard became the Reich's enforcers, towering juggernauts of awe and terror who crushed uprisings, safeguarded the astrolabe network, and hunted dissenters. When the Elven Revolt shattered Gertrude's reign and toppled the Reich, the Herd Guard seemed to vanish. Most believed they had perished alongside their mistress. Yet in truth, the surviving T.T.R.P.G retreated to hidden sanctuaries within Torterra. Bound both by loyalty to Gertrude and by their own oaths, they vowed to preserve the Reich's strength and unity in secret. Over generations, the Herd Guard passed down their traditions and training, blending ancestral techniques with arcane might, and a deep connection to the departed spirits of their brethren long past. Operating from the shadows, they subtly shaped history, safeguarding Reich relics and ensuring its memory endured the merciless ravages of time. All the while, with unwavering faith that someday their Nan would return. Unbeknownst to the world, Gertrude's petrified form lay entombed within the primary astrolabe, encased in stone, silence, and darkness. Yet the Lich's essence lingered, patient and watchful from within her phylactery. From this anchor to the world, she awaited someone's touch. That moment came when a distant descendant of Gertrude, a Goliath woman named Maggie, unknowingly handled the artifact. In an instant, Gertrude's spirit struck, binding itself to the woman's body. The host's life was extinguished, her form twisted into a vessel for the Lich's rebirth. Though weakened by millennia of imprisonment, Gertrude's cunning and malevolence remained intact. She vanished into the wilds, plotting her resurgence and the restoration of her empire. The moment of her return sent ripples through the weave, reaching even the forgotten enclaves of the Herd Guard. Their ancient bonds to Gertrude ignited a primal awareness of her rebirth. Flashes of dread, visions of sapphire flames, and whispers from their fallen kin confirmed the unimaginable. The first Nan had returned. Deep within Tartera's secret sanctuaries, the Herdguard elders convened. Their massive forms loomed over the runic stones of their hidden halls as they deliberated the ominous signs. The ancient charge they had long carried was far from over. Though their numbers had waned, their resolve was as unyielding as the plains they called home. Quietly, they began to rally, preparing for the inevitable reckoning. Empires may rise and fall, but the Herdguard endures. That is all for this time. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for future lore, guide shorts, and thank you for listening. Goodbye for now.